Hello everyone, welcome to Mr. H Math Lab. This video is for Math 1 students and this one for the first semester final review. We are on question 16. Solve the compound inequality 3x minus 1 less than or equal to 8 or 3x plus 6 greater than 24. So first of all, you need to know the following things. You need to know that if you have greater than or less than without equal sign, that will be a parenthesis, or it can be an open circle. If you have greater than equal to or less than equal to, that will be a bracket or a closed circle. It's mean included. And besides that, you also need to know or mean union. Union, we're gonna take all possible solution. Take all possible solutions. And we're gonna take the intersection or the overlap or overlapping. Alright, so we're gonna look at the first problem. I'm gonna erase and then we graph the solution after we're done. Alright, 3x minus 1 less than or equal to 8. We try to isolate the x. So we're going to do it at 1 on both sides. That will give you 3x less than or equal to 9. And we're going to divide by 3 on both sides. So x less than or equal to 3. Okay, and we're going to do the same on the second equation. So we're going to do is subtract 6 on both sides. 3x greater than 24 minus 6 is 18, right? And then we divide by 3 on both sides. That will give me x greater than 6. Alright, then we're going to do is graph this one. X less than 3. So 3, we have less than equal to, so that will be a bracket or a closed circle, either one. So x less than 3, we're going to go to the left. X greater than 6. So since x greater than 6, there's no equal sign, we're going to use a parenthesis or an open circle. And we go to the right. Okay, and we're dealing with the OR problem, which means that we're going to take all possible solution. So our solution is going to be from negative infinity to 3, bracket, union from 6 to positive infinity. And that is the final answer for problem 16. Problem 17. So graph the solution of inequality on the number line. So we have absolute value of 4v minus 12 greater than or equal to 16. So when you have absolute value, we're going to do is break it down at two cases. Case 1, when the equations stay exactly the same, 4v minus 12 greater than or equal to 16. And we need to know this things. We need to know is this problem is and or. So let me finish this really quick. So case 2, we will have 4v minus 12. We have to flip the inequality sign by less than equal to and change the sign of the constant, positive 16 turn into negative 16. Now one more time, we need to find out which one should we put in here, and or. What problem are we working with? So based on the alphabet, so A before O, we're going to throw the inequality sign in the between, greater than equal to. So that inequality sign point to you to use the letter O, which means it's going to be OR problem. Alright, we're going to do is solve for V, adding 12 on both sides. That will give you 4V greater than 28. Then we divide by 4 on both sides. So V greater than 7. Alright, case 2. We continue to isolate the variable. So what I'm going to do is add 12 on both sides. That will give us 4v less than equal to negative 4. Then we divide by 4 on both sides. So v less than equal to negative 1. At negative 1, there's an equal sign, so we're going to make a bracket. We're going to go to the left side. Okay, at v equal to 7, there's no equal sign, so we're going to use parentheses, and we're going to go to the right side. So our answer, since it's the OR, which means we take all possible solution, take all. So that will be negative infinity to negative 1 bracket union from 7 to positive infinity. Alright, so for numbers 17 and also 16, they didn't ask you to write the answer in interval notation. So I believe that just graphing. So when you're done, when you find a solution, you just graph it. You don't need to write it in interval notation. Number 18, solve the inequality for x. Okay, simplifying your answer as much as possible. So this is even easier compared to the last two problems. 5 less than equal to 9 minus 4 over 3x. So first, draw the line. The 9 is positive 9. To isolate the x, we're going to do is subtract 9s on both sides. 5 minus 9 give me negative 4, less than equal to negative 4 over 3x. To get rid of fraction, you're going to multiply with the reciprocal. So that will be 3 over 4 on both sides. 3 over 4 on both sides. And since it's negative 4 over 3, so we multiply with negative 3 over 4 on both sides. So 3 and 3 cancel each other out. 4 and 4 cancel each other out. Also positive and negative turn into positive. So we just have x by itself. And negative 3 over 4 times negative 4 over 1. We multiply straight across. Negative 3 times negative 4 is positive 12 over 4. And 12 divided by 4 is 3, less than equal to x. Or we can rewrite them, or we spin it around. That will give you x greater than equal to 3. Okay, so I believe either answer does not affect your final answer. You can give either one. You can give your answer in either way. Number 19. The perimeter of rectangle below is 118 units. Find the length of the side BC and write your answer without the variables. Alright, so rectangle, we know that two opposite sides gonna have the same side length. So that will be 3z. DC and AB will have the same length as 3z. And AD and BC gonna have the same length as 4z plus 3. Perimeter is the sum of all sides. So we're gonna do it, add them all together. Perimeter will be equal to side length AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. That is all four sides of a rectangle. So we have perimeter is given is 118. AB is 3z. BC is plus 4z plus 3, plus CD is 3z, and plus DA is 4z plus 3. Then we're going to do is combining like terms, 3z plus 4z plus 3z plus 4z. That all together is going to be 6, 10, 14, 14z plus 6, and bring down 118. And we continue solve for z, subtract 6 on both sides. That will give us 112. Yes, 112 equal to 14z. Then we're going to do is divide by 14 on both sides. Alright, so z equal to 14. Go, I need a calculator. 112 divided by 14. So the answer is 8, z equal to 8. So they ask you, that not the final answer. We just find the z solution for z. They ask you find the side length of BC. Okay, they didn't ask you for z, they asked you the side length of BC. BC, as we see that BC is 4z plus 3. 4z plus 3. You have to do is plug in z as 8 into the equation. So that will give us 4 times 8 plus 3. And 4 times 8 is 32. Plus 3 will give you 35. So BC equal to 35. So please be super careful with this one. Read your question before you put in your answer. Make sure you read your question and answer exactly what they asking you for. Number 20, 3 consecutive integers have the sum of 84 and find the integers. 3 consecutive integers have the sum is 84. Alright, so first of all we need to know what is consecutive, and integer is just like the whole number. The sum means plus. Okay, consecutive means that next to each other, like 3 numbers right next to each other. Half the sum is 84. So for example, if I pick a random number, let's say I pick 8. So the next 2 consecutive number from 8 gonna be 9 and 10. Okay, which means that 8 plus 1 give you 9 and 9 plus 1 give you 10. But we don't know exactly what those numbers are. So what we're gonna do is choose a variable for the first number. Sorry about that. Okay, let's say my first number is gonna be x. So the next 2 consecutive gonna be x plus 1 plus x plus 2. That is 3 consecutive numbers that equal to the total of 84. Okay, so what we're gonna do is solve for x by combining like term. X plus x plus x, that will give you 3 x's. Plus 1 plus 2 is 3, equal to 84. And we're gonna solve for x by subtract 3 on both sides. 3x equal to 81. And then we divide by 3 on both sides. X equal to 9 as the final answer. Alright, if you need more time to copy that down, go ahead and pause the video. We are heading to problem 21. Okay. Well, this is a long problem. Okay, number 21. For each scenario below, choose the graph that gives the best representation. Charmant is delivering a pizza to Mark's house. She drives at a constant speed toward to the house until she hit the traffic jam and has to stop for several minutes. After she starts up again and drives at a faster speed than before. Alright, so let's talk about a person who driving to deliver a pizza. She drives with a constant speed, and then she has traffic, which means she's stuck in traffic for a few minutes, and then she drives again with a faster speed. Alright, so we're gonna look at the first graph. We talk about distance to Mark's house is decreasing, right? Because she drives at a constant speed, so the distance to Mark's house is decreasing. And this line goes sideways. I believe that the distance is unchanged because she's stuck in traffic. The time go by, but the distance didn't decrease. And then it certainly go way steeper, so which means she go faster. So she get fast. She take less time to go to Mark's house. So I believe the first one is one of the answer. The second one, we talk about distance to Mark's house and times. So Mark's house distance is stay sideways, which means time goes by and the distance unchanged. So this so far is already wrong. Okay, distance in Mark's house, that's the same reason. It stay the same distance, but the time go by, which means she already hit in traffic when she start to deliver the pizza. So this is also wrong. Okay, over here the distance decreasing and certainly is increasing, which means that she may make a U-turn to go back. She may forget something, she make a U-turn, she go back and she's stuck in traffic. So the U-turn right here is not as a part of the scenario, so this one is not an answer either. Okay, we're gonna go to part B. Jessica is driving at a constant speed. She then slowed down to pass an accident. Keep in mind, she just slowed down. It's not stopping. It's not traffic jam. After passing it, she go back to her original speed and continue driving at that speed. Okay, so the speed is unchanged. She just slow down and then go faster. So speed is increasing, and then it goes sideways, which means the speed is unchanged, and then it's go down, which means she goes slower in time. I believe this is not the answer because it's telling me that the speed increasing consistently, and then the speed is increasing and then this stayed the same consistent, and then this go down, go slower. The second one will tell me that the speed is unchanged from the first part, and then she slow down, then she go back up and she stay at the same speed and keep going. I believe part B is the correct answer. Part C telling me that the speed is increasing and certainly it stay the same constant speed and she go even faster. So I don't think part C is correct answer. Next one, the speed is consistent, and then certainly she go faster and certainly she go slower. It's not go along with our scenario, so this is not an answer either. Alright, that is the answer for 21. 22, give the domain and range of G. Okay, graph of the relation G is shown below. So all the points on the graph is a part of relation G. So all we need to do is write down X and Y value table. Okay, to make it convenient for you to follow me on the screen, I'm going to label the point as A, point B, point C, and point D. So my coordinate of point A will be 4 and 4. That will be 4, 4. The coordinate of point B going to be 4, negative 1. The coordinate of point C is -4. 0, negative 4. X value always have to go first. So 0, negative 4. And point D is -4, 1. Okay. We talked about this, I think, last month. The X value is your domain, and the Y value is your range. Okay, so domain in this case, we're gonna put them in order from smallest to greatest. That will be 0, 4, -4, 0, 4, 4. However, whenever you see a number repeated more than one time, you're gonna do is cross it out. So we just have -4, 0, and 4 is the domain of the relation. And now we'll talk about range. Range is from least to greatest, so -4, -1, 1, and 4. None of the number are repeated, so we don't have to cross any number out. So that's the answer for problem 22. 23. For each relation, decide whether or not it is a function. Okay, function, we talk about people and place. All people can go to the same place, but one person cannot be at two places. So domain is your people, and range is your place. So in this case, we have tree and door go to the same place. That's fine. Chair and lake go to the same place. That's okay. So this is a function. 9 go to -6. Fine. 4 go to -2, 7 go to -7, 5 go to -1, and 3 go to 0. So each of them go to a different place, so that's still okay. And down here, relation 3, they don't give you the mapping anymore. You have to map it yourself. But the main idea is a person cannot stay at 2 places. So if you see the x value repeated twice, which means it's not a function already. So this is x repeat more than one time. This is not a function. If we talk about domain and range in this case, let's say if we want to graph it out, domain and range. So your domain, the only domain here is x, because remember, if something repeated more than one time, we just write as 1. And your range in this case gonna be s, h, t, and x. And based on the set of points, x go into 3 or 4 different places. So x cannot go to 4 places at the same time. It's not a function. Alright, number 4. So we're going to use the shortcut, the same idea. If x is not repeated more than one time, it is a function. If it's repeated, it's not a function. So we have 6, 5, 0, and -5. None of them are repeated, so it is a function. Okay. Alright, that is the answer for problem 23. We're going to go down to the last problem. Sorry, for this video, we're going to stop as problem 24. Okay, the function g is defined by the following rule. G of x equal to 2x plus 4. Complete the function table. So they give you the input, the x value. All we need to do is plug it in and see the corresponding y value. So gx equal to 2 times -5 plus 4. Okay, we just did it, plug in -5. So that will give you -10 plus 4. That will be -6. So corresponding to -5 is -6. Then we plug in the -3. That would be 2 times -3 plus 4. 2 times -3 is -6. Plus 4 will give me -2. Okay, then we plug in 2. Just plug in this. And then we plug in 2. G of x equal to 2 times 2 plus 4. 2 times 2 is 4, plus 4 is going to be 8. Okay, we just did is plug in 2 to the function. Alright, and then next one, g of x equals to 2 times 3 plus 4. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 4 is 10. Okay, what we just did is plug in 3. And then last one, we're going to plug in 5. G of x equal to 2 times 5 plus 4. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. Alright, that's it for this video, and hopefully if I have time I'm gonna make one more video. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you on the next video. Make sure you study, make flashcard. Thank you everyone, good luck.